Hello, Como que Asylum family. Thank you so much for being with us in today's RCQ of Magic the Gathering. I personally be already super impressed with the strategies we've seen. You guys have right now round 3 on the left. We have Luis P against Corben on the right side. Good luck to both players and have fun.
We'll go to 6.
I'll get 7.
We'll keep. 3 games. Right. Plan. Amulet. Pass.
18. You go.
Do you have an energy token?
I do.
Try. This under the battlefield tapped. I have a untap. Cast explore.
Sure.
Try. Yes.
Trigger.
So you go to 20.
20.
Yep.
I got 2 energy and I get
Okay.
yeah. Let me put them all out.
Sure. Sure.
1,
No blocks. Go to 19.
19 to 20.
Yep.
Your turn.
Cards in hand.
I got 5.
Draw. Line for turn. Cast a escape shift.
Sure.
Sacrifice 4 lands.
Uh-huh.
If it's okay, I'll shuffle at the end. So this will be the stack. So sack trigger, sack trigger, bounce trigger, and then these enter the battlefield tapped. So I have 4 untapped triggers. Now, like I said, I'll shuffle here in a second. I'm gonna untap and float a blue. I'm gonna untap and make a green and a blue. Bounce trigger. I will put this in my hand. I will untap these and make green, 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 green. Then I will sacrifice them to my Lotus Field triggers.
Sure.
I will transmute Tolaria West. So I have 6 mana floating. Then I transmute for Pact.
Uh-huh.
I would like to cast Summoner's Pact.
Sure.
I'd like to go get an Aftermath Analyst, and I will cast it with my 2 green.
Uh-huh.
And I have a mill trigger. Mill 3. I would like to activate Aftermath Analyst.
Sure.
Put all these lands back. Would you like to concede?
Go up. Just win.
Okay. Okay, so these all enter the battlefield tapped. I would like to resolve my Lotus Field sack triggers last, then the 2 bounce triggers, and then the untap triggers, and then my Urza Saga trigger. So Urza Saga trigger, I'll put 1 on here, and then we'll untap it. Then we'll untap, we'll untap, we'll untap, we'll untap, we'll untap, we'll untap. And untap all these. And the next thing on the stack are the bounce triggers. Flow to colorless. Flow to blue. Flow to green. Flow to colorless. Flow to green. Flow to blue. Flow to green. Flow to green and a black. Flow to green and a blue. Flow green, green, green. And we'll call it blue, blue, blue. And I have bounce triggers. I'd like to bounce Solaria West back to my hand, and then I would like to bounce Otawara back to my hand to resolve these bounce triggers. Then I have sec triggers. I will sacrifice these lands.
Okay.
So the stack is now empty.
Yep.
I would like to transmute. Actually, let's go green, green, blue, cast Spelunking.
Okay.
Draw. So I have an additional land I can play this turn. I'd like to transmute to Solaria West. So blue, blue, green, transmute to Solaria West. I will go get my Summon Respect, cast Summon Respect. Get just get a Titan. I can shuffle here in a second. So I have 2 pack triggers if we ever make it there. I don't think we will, but
Okay.
so I need to go green, 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 black, blue, colorless. 6 mana, cast Titan. Okay, I will have Echoing Deeps enter as a copy of Lotus Field, and then Miracle enter, and we'll do the sack triggers last. So I will just make a colorless. So then I have colorless, blue, blue, green, green. So I have 1 colorless now.
Okay.
I'll make 3 green, 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 green. I will sacrifice this and this.
Okay.
Put these into the yard.
Okay.
The stack is empty.
Okay.
I'd like to animate Shifting Woodland as a copy of Aftermath Analysts. I have Delirium for sure. I would like to. So I have
Instant
land, enchantment, creature, sorcery.
Okay.
So this will become a copy of Aftermath Analyst.
Okay.
I will spend the 4 mana, sacrifice this, and put all my lands back.
Okay.
And from here I can demonstrate a loop that I can make infinite mana, infinitely many copies of Titan from this point. Sorry, this land is in the graveyard, and then it comes back with the Analyst trigger. But from this point, I can just do whatever. So
Go for it. We just win.
okay. So I'll have Echoing Deeps enter. So the thing is, it'll check the yard before these lands come back.
I don't think so.
Correct, it does, because it says as this enters. We can call it Judge.
Judge!
What time is it? 12. What's up? So
This is an analyst. This was an analyst. He sacrificed it.
correct. It put itself in the yard to return all the lands back. So the question is, and I believe that Echoing Deep. So this says, as this land enters, I may have it enter as a copy of any land in the graveyard. The Lotus Fields will be in the graveyard before this enters the battlefield, and that this can become a Lotus Field as it enters.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if it's not in the graveyard.
Right. So they are still in the graveyard as it is entering the battlefield. So as they're making the transition from the graveyard to the battlefield, they are still in the graveyard, and that's when that decision, that replacement effect needs to be chosen. Is just before it's on the battlefield, which everything's still in the graveyard at that point. So yes, it will see them in the graveyard.
Okay.
So we'll have these Lotus Field sack triggers. We have this. And then I'll put the Urza Saga counter on first.
Okay.
So I have 2-pack triggers. May I use your dice?
Sure.
Okay. So we're gonna resolve this. So they're all under the battlefield tapped, and I have untapped triggers. Okay. So I'm gonna untap and make it colorless. Colorless. Untap. Make a. I'll just leave this on top for now. Make a blue. Untap, make a green and a blue. This will untap and I will make a green, green, green. This one will untap and I will make red, red, red. This one will untap and I will make green, green, green. I have a bounce. I would like to bounce. Let's bounce Tolaria West back to my hand. Then I have 3 sets of sacrifice triggers. So off the first one, I will sacrifice Echoing Deeps and Simic Growth Chamber.
Okay.
The second one, I will sacrifice Lotus Field and Urza Saga. Off the third one, I will sacrifice Forest and Lotus Field.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to sacrifice Mirror Pool. That's what.
Okay.
So with this, now I can make 4 mana, make this a copy of Analyst.
Okay.
And spend 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this netted me 5 mana. And I present this as a loop where I can make whatever color mana I want.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You got the infinite mana. Okay.
Okay. The thing is that this mirror pool will come back every time, and with my infinite mana, or after I get infinite mana, I can sacrifice this to make a copy of Titan.
Okay.
Off that Titan, I can go get the haste land, and then I can give.
Show me the haste line.
Yeah.
You got it.
It was for the camera. No, I know you're gonna keep me honest too. So.
No, I just back in the day when Dragonstorm was a thing.
Dragonstorm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Scourge Dragonstorm.
Sure.
People just take out the dragons. They just do the loop.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have a way to win. They didn't have the dragon.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, you just scoop.
No. Yeah, I understand. That's why I got Urza's Cave off the first one too, because whenever I do that, I can just.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you just go get whatever lands you want. So show me the land. Nah, that happened to me. I play at Evo sometimes, and the guy I played against, he was like, "Look, I just want to see that you have all the lands, and I'm good to concede."
Yeah.
Well, and you don't know what's in my hand, I guess, but I did have a land drop too, though. So that was kind of the thing, is it bought me a land drop.
Yeah, but still, I always ask them to show me. If you have it, you have it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't, then we just keep playing.
Yeah.
Sometimes they change the list. They didn't put it, or they just do the loop and your turn, whatever. It happens to me before, so.
Hey, I understand. We are playing a competitive Orioles, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
What have you played against today?
Eldrazi and Benchmark.
Okay. You scam your Flage into that Torp Orb. Was that you? I heard about that. It's our friend Evan. Typically, the thing with the Analyst Loop is you just get Delirium for free, because you get Pact, Land, Creature, and then you just need one other type.
Yeah. But you had the escape.
Yeah. Well, yeah. With the
Escape
Scape
Shift.
Shift Loop,
Yeah.
it is deterministic, because you already have Delirium.
Yeah, it's better than looking for a Titan, I guess.
Yeah. I thought about getting Cultivator Colossus, but I was like, eh. Would you like to be on the play?
Yeah, I'll be on the play. Yeah, you'll be on the play. I didn't have much though, but yeah.
You're on the play. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Yeah.
I'll keep 7.
Do you mind if I pull up an Oracle text on a card?
Just ask Josh.
Judge.
Judge!
What time is it?
30 minutes left.
I want to read what Thraben Charm is. What it does.
Judge!
I just want to look up the Oracle text on a card.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
As long as it's in front of your opponent, you can do that.
Yeah. I told him what I wanted to look up.
Yeah, electronic policy allows you to do that.
Yeah. Thank you. If it'll load.
If not, I can get it for you.
Yeah, no much.
You may be faster. Well,
What do you got?
Thraben Charm is what I'm. Oh, sorry, this isn't the Oracle text. This is.
Raven.
Yeah, Thraben Charm.
There's your
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Do you want to see it as well?
I'm good.
He knows what his card does. I'm gonna mulligan.
Okay.
Okay. Given the judge calls, I'll give you a total of 5 extra minutes after that.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't think I can keep a Saga hand when you Thraben Charm me on turn 2. That's what I thought. I thought I just didn't know if it did artifact and enchantment or if it was just enchantment, and it's like, nah, bro, I ain't playing my Urizar Saga on turn 1, bro. No thanks.
Yeah, sometimes it feels bad.
Or getting wrathed or whatever. It ain't happening. No thanks. Appreciate it. Good try. I don't know what that card does. Judge, let me read the Oracle text. So I'm going down to 6.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make sure all my cards are right side up because one of my cards is upside down. I think we're gonna be fine on time. So typically, one of us is winning by turn 4.
Yeah, it's either I got like super aggro or I don't. Yeah, but at that point I was like, yeah, it was my turn 2, so you won
On turn
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drew an untapped land and I just had Scape Shift and I was like, well, that's what I played the deck
Okay.
for. Yeah.
With the amulet.
Yeah. Well, I had a Spelunking in my hand.
It's not the same.
I didn't need to stack it, but even then, so I played my land. I could have played it and still Scape Shifted, but I would have drawn a card. But I didn't want to draw like a Lotus Field because then I can't. Just when I was like, you know what, bro, I ain't taking the risk.
Or the haste land.
Yeah, that's like awful to draw. At least with the extra land draw, and I had an Explorer in my hand too, so I could have played it, and then you can get it in the loop.
Yeah.
But if you draw those cards, then you need to find a way to put that card from your hand into the battlefield. Going to 5. Going to 4.
Oh. That deck wins at multi 4, so
I'm not stressed.
yeah, I know. I know.
The thing too is that I'm on the draw, so it's like, well, this game's a wash for me anyways. Like I try to win on game 3 if I need.
You can still win this one though.
True.
Yeah.
I could still turn 2 technically if I had exactly the god 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta keep this. Pre-games?
No pre-games. You
Okay.
have? No?
Nope.
17?
Yep. Good my turn.
Yep.
Is Wrath of the Skies both players or is it one-sided?
Both.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Pass the turn. Go to 18.
Trigger. Let's see.
Sure. Go to my turn.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Pass.
Drop. Scratch 2. Draw 2. You gonna come back? Trigger.
No blocks. Go to 14.
14, trigger here. I'll have 2 of this.
Okay.
14.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Three cards I am.
3, yeah.
How many cards do you have in your yard?
3.
4, 5, 6. So you can escape Flage next turn. That would do with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will play my Forest and pass.
16.
Sure. Surveilling. Yeah. Big Flage moment here. Big cut. Surveil trigger.
Surveil.
I faded. I faded one.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll keep. Draw.
Yep. Yep. Trigger.
Trigger. 3.
Color no blocks. Go to 10.
10. Trigger. Static prison.
Sure.
This is energy 2. And it's your turn.
So make a red mana.
Red mana.
It's a vampire's vengeance.
I'm thinking. I'll ping you for 3.
Yep. Vampire's Vengeance resolves.
Yep.
I get a blood token.
It's 2 and blood and a blood, and a blood token.
Yeah, it's 2 and a blood.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Okay. Draw. I will pay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Put this slime back in my hand. Pass the turn.
Okay, draw. Let me see what I want to do with this.
Sure. You may.
Sure, I'll pay it.
Sure.
Your turn. You're at 7, correct?
Correct. Pass turn.
Okay, draw. This is gone.
Sure. This comes back.
Four. Okay, 2.
Sure.
And I'll use 1
Okay.
to get rid of everything
Sure.
you got there.
It's destroyed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your turn.
I'll make a green.
Got
2,
green.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast a Cultivator Colossus. Mind if I see your yard as well? Sorry. Okay.
When you're heading to the battlefield, you do draw a card. Let me think. Sure.
Trigger.
Sure. And you're copying what?
As this enters, I will have a copy of Windswept Teeth, the green-white one.
Okay, it comes tap?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Trigger.
No. This happens all at the end. So I keep doing this until I stop, and all the triggers will come on the stack. You can as a judge, but I basically play a land, draw a card, play a land, draw a card until I decide to stop, and then all of these things go on the battlefield. But I do have to declare this as it's entering.
Okay.
Okay. So and draw. Vesuva, I will have it enter as a copy of Crumbling Vestige. Draw. Lotus Field, draw. Okay. I will stop I'll stop playing my cards. Okay. So now I would like to do my Lotus Field sack triggers last. I have a bounce trigger, and then Vesuva is a copy of
this one.
Correct. So Vesuva is crumbling. And Windswept Heath is Echo. Just for us to know. Okay, so this I will make a green mana. Echoing Deeps, nothing happens. I have a bounce land. I would like to bounce. Let's bounce my Vesuva back to my hand. Then I have Lotus Field sack triggers.
Yep.
I'll sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So currently, Cultivator Colossus is a 5/5 with trample.
Sure.
And I have 1 colorless floating. Cast an Amulet of Vigor. That's turn.
Cards in hand. Cards.
Oh, 3.
Okay. Let's see.
So I'm just attempting to pass the turn.
Huh?
I'm just passing the turn, so.
Okay. Let me think.
Yeah.
I will exile your graveyard now.
Okay. My graveyard is exiled. No way you had a Thraven Charm, man.
Okay. Untap. Okay. Draw.
Yep. Trigger on the stack. I'm gonna cast Force of Vigor, exiling Arboreal Grazer to destroy these 2. So make the Goblin Shaman on the stack. So you'll get it. You just can't, do anything. This goes in my graveyard.
And you got 1 card in hand?
Yep. It's Vesuva. I bounce it back to my hand.
Your turn.
As soon as the battlefield tapped, I have an untap trigger to untap it.
Let me think. Sure.
Untap. I like to go to combat. I like to declare attacks for 6.
Sure.
Damage?
Yeah.
You go to 10.
Yep.
Pass the turn. Sure. Trigger.
Sure.
No blocks. Go to 5.
Can I read this?
Yeah, you may.
Your turn. I'll keep. Keeper.
So
You
can't.
can play spell or attack.
Okay, but I can play a land. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm good to draw.
Yeah.
And I have Vesuva into the battlefield tapped as a copy of Mirror Pool,
Sure.
and I have an untapped trigger.
Sure.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upkeep. I would like to spend 2 mana and actually let's do this in your draw step. So take your draw step.
I'll take my draw step.
Yeah, and then I'll stop you after your draw. So in your draw step, so you draw your card, and then I'm gonna do my effect.
Let me dodge. When I draw my card, when I draw it, and I'm still on the draft step, can he respond to my draw?
After you have drawn the card, he does have a chance to respond while you're in your draw step before you move to your main phase.
Okay, so I draw.
Correct.
Okay.
I would like to bestage your Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Okay.
And you may go get a land of any basic type.
Okay.
So you could get a Surveil or whatever you want. Surveil trigger.
Cards in hand.
None.
I'll beat it.
Okay. Main phase.
And face. Play this.
Sure.
And I'm at. You're a 5.
Correct.
And you can do this instant?
Correct.
Okay. I'll pass.
Somebody think here for a second. At the end of my turn, I'm gonna pay a colorless 2, 3, 4. I'd like to make a copy of Cultivator.
Well, you don't have
Colossus.
Graveyard. You don't have Delirium.
I don't. No. I don't. But this.
Oh, you're gonna sacrifice this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to make a copy of Cultivator Colossus.
Sure.
We use the cool token.
Sure.
All right, go to my untap.
Yeah.
And this is still a copy of Miracle.
Sure.
So draw. So I'll leave this untapped. Okay, so I'm going to float a green, a blue, a green, a red. We do red, and then we'll do green.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Escape Shift. Paying 4 green.
Okay.
Sacrifice 5 lands. Just give me a second to make my final decision here.
Okay.
I just need to think about how much mana I'm going to make here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. These will enter the battlefield. I like to resolve my untapped triggers like this, and then my bounce lands at the end.
Okay.
Make a blue. So right now, before I do anything, I have green, green, blue, red, 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 red. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So make a blue.
Uh-huh.
When this enters, I will make a green and then a colorless,
Uh-huh.
a green and a colorless,
Uh-huh.
a blue, a green, and then a blue and a green. Bounce Taloria West back to my hand. Pay 3 mana. So blue, blue, red. Transmute Taloria West.
Yeah.
Cast Summoner's Pact.
Okay.
Get Primetime. Cast Primetime.
Oh, you still need to bounce.
Correct.
You got another bounce.
Sorry. Actually, let's do this. Sorry. Cast Primetime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now I have green, blue, blue, red, 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 colorless. Okay. Cast Primetime.
Sure.
Primetime trigger. I would like to go get a bounce land. A bounce land. As I enter the battlefield, I will make green, green, blue, red. Then I have bounce lands.
Yeah.
I will bounce this and this to my hand.
Okay.
I would like to use a colorless 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacrifice this to make a copy of Titan.
Cool.
Off this copy of Titan, I would like to go get first Hanweir Battlements.
Okay.
I'll enter type. I'll make a green, and then I'll use my red to give my first primetime haste.
Sure.
May I go to combat?
Sure.
I'd like to declare attacks.
Uh-huh.
So we'll go get and they'll just enter the battlefield untapped and untap themselves. Alright, so I'm going to combat. These guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 man. They're 7 apiece, and this is 6. Good game, man.
I swept too many lands.
I got scared there a few times, but
Yeah, you moved to 4, and I was like, well, in the bag. But then, yeah, I needed something. And then when you had the force, that was the nail in the coffin.
yeah. I don't know if I needed to do it before
Yeah, you
you
need
could
it.
sacrifice it, but
Yeah, you need it. For sure.
I couldn't let you draw.
Yeah, exactly. Because I had 2 more lands in hand, so.
Good games, man.
Same.
So you're 2-1 now?
Yeah.
Cultivated Colossus is a nasty card for sure. But yeah, it is one of those cards where it's interesting that you do everything at once, and there's no like if there's a Bone Masters, what happens is the triggers just come on the stack with it. But yeah, there's no you have to respond to the ETB trigger, or I get to basically just do the thing until it's done.
Yeah, it makes sense because it says repeat, so you have priority.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's no priority pass until the
until the.
You guys done?
Yeah.